So this is a bit of a Gen X rant, like an old man, like shaking his fist at a cloud. I have all these random thoughts that they're just kind of bouncing around here. I just should probably put them here, and maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. But the thought is that anybody born after the millennial generation and growing up with the internet, as a Gen Xer growing up in the 90s, for our mental health, we weren't aware of everybody else on the planet in kind of a good way. We weren't connected with everybody under the sun about what their opinions are, socially, politically, around mental health or whatever. And in the 90s, like coming up in the 90s as like a late teenager, early 20s or whatever, we would just go to Lollapalooza and like smoke pot and listen to the Beastie Boys. And for mental health, like it was like The Artist Way, maybe the Celestian Prophecy, if anyone remembers what that was. Like, and we weren't connected with everybody. And more so what I'm getting at is like, when we would go to these festivals, music festivals like Lollapalooza, we weren't like, why are you wearing that hat? Like, we weren't so divided in such a rough, weird way. But what I'm also saying is that, like, there was more good nature around people, I think, from what I remember, because we didn't know everybody's opinions, for good or bad. Even people that you're friendly with and that you're in a line with, sometimes those folks are overwhelming too. So this like hyper-connected, hyper-mental health of all these videos and stuff like that, it's got to be overwhelming when you don't have a frame of reference of what it used to be like. And I kind of long for that kind of a thing, because here's the thing, is it probably you might feel the same way that I do, is that my levels of disgust about knowing everybody's comments and thoughts are kind of, and I'm not sort of saying that from a very judgy negative place, it's just too overwhelming. Like, we're not built to know what Tim thinks about Tool in Ohio, and you love Tool. If that makes any sense at all. So there you have it. That's a really random rant from a Gen Xer about the hyper-connected thing that I'm just kind of getting sick of. Like, I want to go back into the woods with The Artist's Way and read the Celestian Prophecy again or something. What was that Pablo Coelho book or something? Anyway, someone referenced that book in the comments if you know what I'm kind of talking about. Anyway, bye.